All right, back to the task at hand on the home stretch here. The breakaway has been caught.
Yeah, they got caught last lap coming through. We saw them go back in the field. They drifted towards the back. Look at Kelly Benefits on the front, looking around, and there's the sign of weakness. Bissell says, one shot, and we gotta go. Kelly Benefits responds. Once again, it is the Bissell KBS show here in Grand Rapids.
Yeah, that was rider number 3, Andrew Dahlheim, Bissell Pro rider. He took a big attack. Stopped in the big chain ring and just went up the road. Instant gap, and we'll see what he does here. Well, it looks like they have responded perfectly out there. Everybody is right back in this thing as they beginning to stretch it out. The back end of the field beginning to tire out. We're going to be ringing the bell here in a minute. We're going to have $100 worth of Specialized Turbo Pro tires, courtesy of the Village Bike Shop. Fast, light, and tough, these tires, extremely low rolling resistance and superior cornering traction. Again, donated by Specialized and Village Bike and Fitness.
It looks like the lamp is lit now as Bissell goes to the front. 2 riders off the front. He's still going through that. That's probably the narrowest turn. Turn number 4, turn number 3 on this course is probably the narrowest turn on the course. Check that. That is turn number 4. And they're still going through it 3 and 4 people wide. When it's fast and furious, they'll be going through it single file.
Well, another 2 riders trying to get away here as we're watching them come down the start-finish stretch. I see a Bissell jersey on the front. Preem lap.
A merchandise Preem, a pair of tires to the winner of the lap from the Village Bike Shop. Gentlemen, a merchandise Preem to the winner of the lap. A merchandise Preem from the Village Bike Shop. Now, those of you who are Kyle Walmsley fans from the Bissell Pro Cycling team, Kyle Walmsley has withdrawn. He was the rider who went down in the solo crash early in the race. So think of all the preparation that he has done in advance of this race to have it over in 5, 6, 7 laps of racing. And just saw him on the sidelines of the course, is no longer in the race. So then anybody, the Kyle Walmsley fans on the side of the street, they're not going to see their favorite rider in this the conclusion of this race. Now, we have a merchandise Preem on the line. We have 2 riders off the front looking at each other, and here comes the effort. Front looks like Team Type 1 is on the front of the chase.
So just went by the midway point. They started with a total of 73 laps. When we see our field here in a minute, there will be 36 laps to go. And not a lot has changed, quite frankly, for the beginning of this bike race. It is still anybody's in this race's opportunity to win the national championship.
This group of 2 sprinting for the Preem as Kelly Benefit's going to have a go at it. They'll sweep that one up easily. For the boys in green, they pick that one up, but I think that breakaway is done for the day. Those 2 riders going to go back into the field. They'll hit the reset button.
Yep, reshuffle the cards and see who else comes to the front. And not too long after we say that, Bissell and Kelly Benefit Strategies off the front of this race again.
Well, that's Andrew Bazzadali, who's a great stage racer in his own right. Finisher high atop the NRC rankings year in, year out.
Hey, Jamie Smith, I'm here underneath the Shimano Neutral Support tent with the Bissell Team Director, Omer Kemp. Now, this is the guy calling all the shots. He was making the strategy before the race, telling these riders what the plan is going in today. Omer, the day going pretty well for you guys so far.
Yeah, I think so. Taking advantage of numbers.
We're seeing a lot of aggression out there. Obviously, you guys doing battle with Kelly Benefits. Is there a plan to try and tame the green monster out on course?
Well, sure.
But you can't reveal it.
Well, our plan is our plan. I mean, I'm sure they have the same general plan. I mean, everybody wants to win the race. It's winner take all. We won the race last year. It was a race with foreign riders and American riders, and I think that the Bissell team is a good shot at it today.
But we'll be watching the boys in red. That's Omer Kemp, the team director of Bissell Pro Cycling, who have been having a great day here at the Herman Miller Grand Cycling Classic.
And he's holding those cards pretty close to the vest, as most team directors do. Brad, we'd like you to go interview Mike Tomeo now. See what he... Team directors are mum is the word. Just completely poker-faced and concerned as they watch the riders battle it out for the national championship here today. You know, if you bring out the umbrellas, you are guaranteed you're inviting the rain. A lot of people nervously checking their smartphones for the checking the weather channel to see where the line of thunderstorms is, and it'll be a race to the finish. The women are also concerned because their race is next.
Actually, Jamie, I just checked. No one's watching the weather. They're all watching the bike race on their smartphones. They're watching the live streaming.
And although we've had a busy morning with our Grand Cycling Challenge and kids racing, this is only the first of about 5 or 6 more crits that will be running all day long. The women will be next in their NRC event, and then we'll have amateur racing for masters and all different levels of racing all the way into the early evening. So here we go. We are down to 33 laps to go.
Yeah, big development on the front. Kelly Benefit Strategies Optum Health is now moving their train onto the front of the field. It was 4 Kelly Benefits riders occupying the top 5 spots that were bringing more riders up to the front. Jamie, I would not be surprised next time around to see 6 Kelly Benefit Strategies Optum Health riders on the front of the field. It's called a train. These guys will come to the front and just dominate this bike race, trying to take control, trying to be the ones that are kind of flexing their muscles, saying if you're going to win this bike race, you're going to have to go through us. Watch for the Kelly Benefit Strategies Optum Health train.
Yeah, they got a couple of locomotives near the front end of that thing, and it is still KBS at the front. Kelly Benefit Strategies will be coming into our final quarter. 6 corners out on this course, and just as we speak, he is reabsorbed by the chasing Team Type 1 rider. Team Type 1 sending 4 riders through this weekend: Alex Bowden, Charles Joe Eldridge, Ty Magner, and Joey Roscoff. We've already seen take a couple of laps at the front. But here they come into our final corner, and coming up on 32 laps remaining in our Herman Miller's U.S. National Criterium Championship.
Well, seeing a lot of separation in this group. Someone was able to infiltrate the Kelly Benefits train, and there you see him looking around saying, guys, what happened? We had control of this race. That's Jesse Anthony, the Kelly Benefits rider, coming to the front there. But that train has blown apart. They are scattered all throughout the field, just weren't able to get it organized.
And as soon as they go out of sight into turn number 1, the bunches up at the front. One rider squirts off the front into the lead. You can see now is that Hedjavari who's on the front, Adrian Hedjavari from the United Healthcare team on the front of the field. But one rider off the front from in the green, white, and yellow of Kelly Benefit Strategies.
And I was just going to say that's the first time we've even mentioned United Healthcare in this race today, with one of the favorites coming in, Jake Keogh. But with only 3 riders on that team, how difficult is it going to be for Jake Keogh? He's going to have to mark everybody's moves.
Yeah, Keogh has won some of the biggest criteriums of the year, and this would just be another to add on to his resume here. Keogh in incredibly good form, but doesn't have the support of the United Healthcare cycling team that he's used to. Normally we see 8 guys lining up, 7 riders supporting Keogh, but a lighter roster here at the Herman Miller Grand Cycling Classic.
Yeah, put it in perspective. You got Bissell with 9 guys in the field. Kelly Benefits with 9, maybe even more than that, 10 riders in the field. Kenda by Gear Grinder has about 8 riders in the field. United Healthcare, 3 riders to support Keogh.
Well, it's 13 Kelly Benefit Strategies Optum Health riders in the green jersey. They are the biggest team represented in this group. They're making up over a 5th of the field. There's 52 starters on the list, 13 of those riders riding for KBS Optum Health. No surprise to see them dominating the race here. Kenda 5-Hour Energy Gear Grinder just came to the front as we saw Chad Hartley taking a pull.
Those of you with high-tech equipment out working today, you're going to want to know that the line of thunderstorms is at Allendale, Coopersville. It's not very far away, so you're going to want to take cover with your computers. Brad, I mentioned that to you because you've got some stuff up here as well, but we're going to be covering everything up and preparing ourselves for this very thick line of orange blah on the satellite that's right now just coming into Coopersville, which for locals, they know that's halfway between here and Muskegon. So that's close and coming. And it's a race to the finish. We have 31 laps to go. Each lap is about a minute 20, a minute 25. So we're talking about a 45-minute race to the finish for this race. And a lot of those, depending on how fast that line of thunderstorms is moving, they may be a race to the finish. And that will change everything if it rains before the end of the race.
Kelly Benefit Strategies on the front here. They're being marked by Ken to 5 Hour Energy. I believe that might have been Johnny's son. We'll check the number on that. I believe it was 38. No, that was Isaac Howe, wearing number 38 there. Chasing down for Ken to 5 Hour Energy.
And Jesse Anthony, also out of Beverly, Massachusetts, that 7-time national cyclocross champion, looking very, very strong, coming off that huge stage win at the Tour of Utah last week. So you know he is brimming with form after probably a pretty darn easy week. What, you go from 4 and 5 hour days of stage racing to an hour and 40-minute Criterium. You're loaded with gas and ready to charge.
So your field onto the start-finish stretch now as look at the single file formation coming out of that turn. Almost everyone single file front to back, all strung out here. That's because Kelly Benefits once again coming to the front. They have led just about every lap that we've seen them coming through, except for some of those breakaway laps, as that time it's Jason Donald on the front for the KBS Optimum Health Squad. Look at this group. Look how much longer the group is now, nearly 8 seconds from when Donald crossed the line to when the last rider in the group came across the line. You'll see that compressed down to 3-4 seconds at some points in this race. But right now, Jason Donald driving hard.
And we want to thank Village Bike and Fitness. They are set up over in our expo area. They've been sponsoring many of our preems here this morning. They have 4 locations in the greater Grand Rapids area. Fitness equipment from True Fitness, Diamondback, and Cycle Ops. You can go to their website at villagebikeshop.com. Again, a huge thank you to Village Bike and Fitness, proud sponsors of racing here in Grand Rapids.
WGVU is a member-supported public media for West and Southwest Michigan. WGVU is your source for PBS, NPR 88.5, 95.3 FM, and Real Oldies 1480 and 850 AM. See how you can get more involved at WGVU.org. Oh, a split in the field. Is that going to become something? Now the lamp is lit. We're 28 laps from the finish, and now the serious contenders coming to the front.